Yeah, this is an early prototype, I guess. There's definitely an unfinished product and a few changes made. And this doesn't have any real padding on it, especially on the lap bars.
Yeah. Just looks like it would be a lap bar and then like a shoulder strap.
Kind of a comfort vest, yeah.
Okay.
We got to keep it narrow because you're basically straddling that track when you're sitting in there, so it needs to be as narrow as possible to keep it comfortable.
Do you know how many seats per train?
8.
This is 8.
You know, I was out of town, I was on the road when it got painted, so I'm not quite sure where the color scheme came from, but it looks like the Miami Dolphins. We have a few guys on the crew who are Dolphins fans, so I don't know if they had control. Yeah, this is part of the layout. That's why we have the launch. The ride would typically be moving through that turn up there at about 20 miles an hour. So, I don't know how many times. We probably put it around a couple hundred times, maybe. It's more about development of the train. Yeah, the track is even through the eye box is a pretty proven entity, so it's really more about the train development and comfort and the rolling resistance of the wheels, things like that, to see how close our theoretical numbers were to real numbers. Test out the brakes, mechanical items. We've actually made changes to the track from this, so yeah, this will probably end up scrapped, maybe a chunk of it saved for nostalgia. All our cables coming off this thing are just buried boulders. We got a boulder. We used to have a big boulder pile. There it is out there. So we actually just put some anchors into it, buried them, and.
So you rin this?
Mm-hmm.
You rin it? How is it?
It's good.
It's good?
Fun. It's just it's small.
It
so.
Is, yeah. So my understanding of the Raptor was it allows you to do tighter maneuvers than you would be able to do on a T-Rex or even like a hybrid. Right?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, you got a shorter vehicle, so the chordal effect is less than it would be on a larger train. So you can turn tighter, but you're hitting the same amount of G's and the same amount of speeds you're typically hitting on another coaster too. So it's just going to be a little bit different, not being side by side with somebody. So it might add to the fear factor a little bit for some people, not being able to ride next to a friend. And then you're going to be right at the heart line. You're going to be centered over the track rather than being over one rail or the other. Yeah, small footprint. I mean, we're still going 100 foot tall, obviously, on these models, so it's still, the idea is a smaller footprint, but you still get a real ride out of it.